Are you eating healthy but not losing weight? You're doing all the right things, okay? You're eating healthy, you're exercising, but the scales are just not budging. Does that happen? And there is a difference between eating for weight loss versus eating for health. And there are some reasons. I'm going to talk about 4 common reasons today. So really the first one is portion sizes. They're probably larger than what you think, or you're not eating enough at all. So I usually see those 2 patterns, but sometimes you can overeat healthy foods and then it's just overeating. You don't need that much food. So people think that you're just going to eat healthy, lots of healthy food, but the scales aren't budging because you're actually eating too much food. And it's not actually what you're eating, it's how much you're eating as well too. So the portion sizes are really important, and you're better off having smaller main meals and then snacking if you need on protein, because that doesn't really raise your blood sugar. And then sort of snacking on some protein to, help build muscle and things like that. So it's portion sizes. The second one is really sometimes the weekends undo all your hard work that you've done through the week. So, like Monday to Friday, you're consistent. And then on the weekends, some people pop over, you have a few drinks, you get some Uber Eats, you'd have some takeaways, you might have a sneaky dessert. You might even, go out with friends, or you might even just, pinch some food off the kids' plate. So it's not really about being perfect. It's just really about finding the balance on the weekends as well too. So, for instance, sometimes when we're out, there's a few things you can do. I was talking about it with a client today. But a few things you can do is, like just getting steak and salad on the way if you go out and have a counter meal. Avoid the pastas, and just sort of, snack through the day as well, so you're not ravishingly hungry when you go out. So there's all these sort of things you can do. The third one is really hidden carbs or calories that add up quickly. So milk coffees. I mean, there's a lot of, when you go out and have a coffee, there's a lot of carbohydrate and in those milk coffees. So you might have a few of those. You might have some sauces and dressings that are carb laden. Kids' leftovers. Biscuit with the coffee at night, that kind of thing. But you can swap things out for all that sort of thing. But individually, they don't actually seem that much, but they all add up over the weekend too, or whenever you're doing it. So that might be the hidden carbs or calories in these sort of small things as well. Also, the fourth one is nutrient deficiencies. So you might have some sort of nutrient deficiency, and then your body doesn't get into that optimal health and it won't lose the weight. That's what happens. So you might not be getting enough, we have cellular nutrition. Cellular nutrition comes in on a cellular level, gives your body what it needs, and then it loses the weight, because sometimes when we're pulling food back for eating less, we get less nutrients, and then the body doesn't, get optimally healthy, and it doesn't, lose weight. So that can be a reason as well too. But look, your body's not broken. Your body's not broken, and sometimes it just takes a few kind of small habits to change. You might need to make some tweaks there on the weekends, or some little things that are sort of adding up. And then, you're well and truly on your way. So look, if you're stuck and you need some help getting back on track, just reach out. There's a link on my Team Mel Facebook page, or just send me a DM. So if you're getting stuck, just let me know, and we can have we can have a chat and see, we can do some goal setting sessions and get you on your way. Because look, September's coming, that's busy for us. So have a great week. We'll see you later.